G'day guys and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my NBA 2022-2023 pre-season predictions. It all kicks off today, but I'm going to be going through my top 10 from each side, including the play-ins as well as my finals prediction and MVP. So starting off in the East in first seed, I have the Philadelphia 76ers. I think they're going to be in for a big year. They're going to be a great regular season team as well. Joel Embiid is just proving how good he is at basketball. If he is not out injured, they're going to be a very dangerous team. And for me, I think they can wrap up first seed. In second seed, last year's NBA runners-up, I'm going to go with the Boston Celtics. The addition of Malcolm Brogdon, really, really nice. And they've got Jason Tatum, who's just fantastic to watch. So I'm going to go with the Celtics in second. Milwaukee in third. Milwaukee just experienced too good. I actually think Giannis could be the defensive player of the year, in my opinion. So I think the Bucks, again, a great regular season, finishing in third. I've got the Brooklyn Nets finishing a little bit higher. I've got them in fourth. I think Ben Simmons is going to be much better than some people think. I don't think he's going to be horrible, but I think he's still going to have a lot of games to prove himself, and I think that top four spot finally in the East is the Nets. In fifth, a surprise packet, but the inclusion of Donovan Mitchell is huge, and I'm going to go with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Quite a young side, learning, but showing that they're more than capable. In sixth, a bit of a drop-off here. I'm going to go the Miami Heat to secure a playoff spot, but I could easily see them being around either fourth, sixth, or being a play-in team. I don't see them being a team above that top four. There's some teams that beat them, in my opinion. Going into the play-ins in seventh position, I have the Chicago Bulls. I think they'll have another good year. I wonder if DeMar DeRozan can just go to the level that he did last year. We will wait and see, but they've still got a really nice roster, and for years to come, they're going to be right up there. I'm going to put the Atlanta Hawks in eighth. They've been there in finals games. Some things are questionable. There's probably some sides above them, but I still think they'll go all right. A bit of a surprise packet this one, but I think they can at least make the play-in. I'm going to go with the Indiana Pacers. They're another team that can do well enough in the regular season to get themselves somewhere. And then in 10th, I could probably swap around the Hawks or the Pacers with this team, but you can't trust them. But I think they'll definitely be in the play-in. I'm going to go with the New York Knicks. Once again, really nice roster. It's quite young. RJ Barrett, love watching RJ Barrett. So I think that the New York Knicks in 10th in the East. Moving on to the West, and I'm going to go with last year's champions, the Golden State Warriors in first seed. I think they'll be right up there once again. A lot of people have them going back to back. Whether I've got that, you'll have to wait and see, but I've got them first seed. I've got the Mavericks. I know they lose Jalen Brunson. I know it's kind of this Luka-only team, but for me, I think Dallas will still be a very tough side, so I've got the Mavericks. Bit of a surprise packet, this one, but I'm going to go in third with the LA Clippers. I think they're going to have a really good year. I think they're going to stay healthy. This is their time to kind of prove the side that they've got. In fourth, I'm going to go the Memphis Grizzlies, another great young side that has a lot to prove and has proven. Fifth, I'm going to go with the Denver Nuggets. They always are a good regular season team. Back-to-back MVP for Jokic as well. Sixth, I'm going to go with Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards is going to have a big year. He's going to be averaging about 30 points per game. And then the inclusion of Rudy Gobert is huge as well. So I'm going to go with the Timberwolves. In seventh, dropping into the play-in, I'm going to go with the Phoenix Suns. I think they're a little bit of a mixed bag. And I think they're going to have a funny old season, the Suns. So I could see them dropping really, really low, but I'll put them in seventh. In eighth, I'm going to go with the New Orleans Pelicans. Again, I think they're another surprise packet. Seen a few people put them in the playoffs, but I've got them in the play-ins. Ninth, I'm going to go with the Sacramento Kings. They've got the right roster. They're ready to roll. They are a little bit of a threat this year. Whether they can win the championship, I don't think so. But they can at least make the play-ins for me. And in 10th, I've got my own team. I hate to do it, but I think the Los Angeles Lakers won't make the playoffs, but I think we can at least make the play-in, so that is the West. So here is my playoff series. I'm going to have number 1, Philadelphia versus number 8, the New York Knicks advancing. I'm going to have the Brooklyn Nets 4th versus the Cavs 5th. The Bucks going up against the Heat. Boston going up against the Chicago Bulls, who advance from the play-in. I'm going to go with the Golden State Warriors against the Phoenix Suns, who advance from the play-in. I'm going to go with the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Denver Nuggets. The LA Clippers up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the Mavs to play the Lakers. I think they can advance from the play-in. Whether they can go any further, well, I'm not sure. But I think they can advance from the play-in and play the Mavs. Then that gets me against 76ers versus Brooklyn Nets, Bucks versus Celtics, and then you've got the Warriors and the Grizzlies, and you've got the Clippers and the Lakers. How good would Clippers and Lakers be in the finals? Now, the final 4 teams I've got are Philadelphia, Boston, Grizzlies, and Clippers. And look, I think that the Boston side, you have to lose one to win one. They're going to be right up there this year. The Warriors are right up there as well. But I think the Warriors will actually lose to Memphis. So I think they'll bow out a bit early. And I think for me, I'm going to take Boston to win 4-2 over the LA Clippers. I think this is their time. I think my second pick, as much as I don't like the LA Clippers, I think they're going to be a very tough side this year, and they could potentially win it all against Boston. That is my NBA Finals pick. As for the MVP, I would love to see Ja Morant get it, but for me, I think it will be Joel Embiid off a big season from Philly. As long as it's not Nikola Jokic for the 3rd time in a row, and it'd be good to get a surprise one as well, like last year, DeMar DeRozan in that contention towards it. But I think there's a good chance it could be Joel Embiid this year.